Hi everyone. In this video we will just discuss how you can just plot data using bar chart. So before going to the video, so you can see these are the 5 topics we will discuss in this video, like what's a bar chart, how you can just plot the data in a bar chart, how you can just plot multiple data without overlapping each other, and what is horizontal bar plot, and also what is X ticks and Y ticks. We will discuss all those things in this video. So you can see in order to do that, first we have to import Matplotlib. I have imported the Matplotlib as PLT, and also I just imported NumPy as NP in order to plot some data. So first let's discuss what is bar plot. So bar chart is a graph that represents category of data. For example, let's say you just have some categories, and if you just want to see what's the count in each category, so you can just use bar chart for that. So let's take an example. Let's take subjects in each semester. So let's take semesters as 1, 2, 3 and subjects as 6, 8 and 7. So if you just want to plot this kind of data, like where you have some categories of data, and for each category there are some count, right? So in such scenario you can just use bar chart. And let's see an example here. We just have these two values like sem and subjects. Let's take sem as semesters as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and subjects in each semester, right? So 6, 7, 6, 8, 8 and 6. So I'll just run this. So yeah, in this scenario, like where you have some categories, so here you can see these are the categories, right? And for each category you have some value, and whether it may be like a semesters, like whether it can be a subjects or whatever it may be, we have some count for each category. So in such scenario you can just use a bar chart to plot the data. And in order to plot the data, first let's create a figure, right? Let's create a figure. So for that I'm just using figure is equal to plt.figure of, and let's design some axis to this figure. So I'm just using axis is equal to figure dot add underscore axis of, I'll just give this 0 or 0 and 1 and 1. So this is so you can see this is the shape of a square. I've just given the dimensions for square. So this is the figure. Now we will just plot the data on this figure. So yeah, now in order to plot the data we can just use, now we will just use this bar function. So in this we just have the bar function in order to plot the bar chart, and let's provide two arguments, so x and y. I've just used sem as x-axis and subjects. Now if I just plot this, so we can see the bar chart, right? So this is the number of semesters, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the total number of subjects for that semester. You can see the plot available. And so this is how you can just plot the data. So yeah, we have already discussed. So like if you want to change the color, and we just have a function for this, and you can just specify what are the color you just want. And similarly, if you just want to change the width of the bars available in this plot, so you can just give width equal to, I will just give 0.2. Let's run this. So you can see the width, right? It just decreases the width. So yeah, you can just decrease the width of the bar. And so here we don't have any specifications for this bar chart. Let's specify some values. Let's specify the title as well as the label for this, label as subjects. So if you want to get that label, we just want to call this legend of. So yeah, when you call this, so you can see we just have the label as well. And let's define some title to this. So let's specify that. So for that we can just use plt dot title of sem versus subjects, right? And let's specify the x-axis as well as y-axis as well. So you can see the labels, right? After we just define the title as well as x and y labels, you can see now it's looking good. So yeah, this is how you can just plot the bar chart. Now let's see how you can just plot multiple data on a bar chart. So for example, let's say you just want to have for each semester what is the number of students who are studying in a college. So if you just want to compare the subjects as well as number of students side by side, how you can just plot that in a bar chart and how you can just compare that. So let's see that. So for that, so here I just have another data as students, right? So we have that 40, 45, 32, 54, 41, 30. These are number of students. Let's take that as an example. So just run this, and similarly how we just plotted here, right? X at bar of sem was a subject, and here I will just copy this, and instead of subjects here, let's pass students, sem students, and color, let's define this as orange. So for now let's plot this. So let's give label as students. When I just run this, so you can see only students are visible, like only students data is visible, but there is no subjects data. The reason behind that is, so all the students are greater than the number of subjects, right? So you can see all the values here, like in the students 40, 45, 32, 54, all the numbers are greater than this number of subjects. So that's the reason it's just overlapping this. So in order to plot this, so in order to plot this side by side, what you can just do is, so you can just plot this as side. So for that you can just go here in the semester, we can just add some any constant value. So since it is an array, right? So this semester is an array. So you can see this is an array, right? So we can just add some constant value. It will just add that to entire array, and we can similarly we can just, so accordingly we can just plot the data side. So for that I will just give, for now let's check this as 0.25. I'll just give some 25, 0.25. Now you can see, right? So when I just add some constant value this array, so you can see this entire array is shifted to right. Now you can see, now you can just compare the data. So this is how you can just plot the data side by side. And also we just said that we will just discuss x ticks and y ticks. So the x ticks and y ticks, the use of that is, so after you just plot the data, if you just want to change the x values and y values. For example, let's say in the x values we just have 1 2 3 4 5 6. So instead of this 1 2 3 4 5 6, we just want to add some other x labels like semester 1, semester 2, 3 4 5 6. So if you just want to add in such manner, so you can just add, you can just do it with x ticks. And similarly if you just want to, so here we have this 0 10 20 30 40 and 50. If you just want to change these values, you can just use y ticks to change that. So let's see how you can just do that. So we'll just use, we just have pld dot x ticks of, and you just want to pass a list of 6 values. Since we just have 6 ticks, 6 positions here in the x-axis, so you just want to pass 6 values here. So you can see here I just pass, right, instead of here in the place of x ticks, so I just specified these 2. So instead of these 1 2 3 4 5 6, I just want to pass these labels. So I just specified that. So you can see the output here. Here in the previous case, in the previously we just have 1 2 3 4 5 6, and now it's just replaced with some the labels which we just given here. And similarly you can just do it with a y ticks as well. And so this is x ticks and y ticks, so it can be useful in order if you want to change the data, if you just want to change the labels here. And let's discuss how you can just plot this same bar chart horizontally. So here you can see this is in vertical format. Let's plot this in another cell. So you can see I just use a bar h here, and when I just plot bar h, so you can see the I just plotted this horizontally. So this is how you can just plot this bar chart horizontally. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you understood this bar chart and how you can just plot the data using bar chart, and also in which situation you just want to use bar chart, right? So when your data is category and you have some label and some particular count or frequency for that label, so you can just use this bar chart. So yeah, with that I hope this video is helpful for you. If you feel this helpful, like the video, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.